Hey guys, I'm Wendy. I am starting this gardening channel. I'm not going to look perfect gardening. I'm not going to do like whatever, and this is all going to be like mostly live, non-edited things that you see. And I am a horticulturist in North Texas. I have a crochet channel that I really do a lot of editing and patterns and stuff on, but I've been redoing the gardens around this house that I bought about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and I wanted to show you my progress. And we just wanted to see what lives here in North Texas, so you can garden with me and see what you could try at your house, especially if you live in Texas like I do and feel like you have I don't know, just not a huge amount of plants that you can plant, especially since it's so hot here. So right now what I am doing is I am filling the fountain. So we redid the fountain. Again, this is an older house. We redid the fountain about a year ago maybe, and so we redid the liner and everything. I love the fountain. I love the wall behind it. So yeah, I'm just filling the fountain now. We've had rain, but not enough to keep the fountain full. And as you can see, the fountain kind of like, of course, water evaporates, but it also kind of like the water gets out around the fountain. So I don't want to let the fountain obviously get too low. So anyway, that's what I am doing. I've got my wall here. Still got the wall here. We like archery sometimes. Got a path here. So I haven't done a whole lot with any, but I have replanted something. So again, this is just going to be me like doing garden work. This is me in my pajamas gardening. So this is the garden I tackled this year. So I had all these beautiful crepe myrtles that are massive, and they were so overgrown with vines and weeds, and I realized I should have started this channel earlier so I could like really capture everything that I was doing, but you know, I didn't. So that's be that way sometimes, but this is going to be a great record for me, and hopefully it'll help you guys to figure out what you can garden with here in North Texas. So what I've done here is I had a crap ton of irises, so I dug all these irises up and I separated them, and they hadn't flowered like last year or the year before or anything like that. So I dug them up and they started flowering right away as soon as I dug them up. So I was like, okay, that seems like a win. But after they started flowering, I cut them back, and I didn't dig them up till spring. You should dig irises up in the winter time, and you should cut them back in the winter time, but nope, that's not what I did. And I went to the school cheerleaders were selling some little bedding plants, so I got some dianthus from them. And I had lantana planted in the shade and roses planted in the shade, and then like hydrangeas in so much shade that they weren't ever going to flower. So pretty much I dug up all the lantana, and this side of my yard's really sunny, so I dug up all the lantana and I replanted it. And of course I mulch. My husband likes the black mulch. It's, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter to me really. So I dug up the lantana. That one's a new one because that didn't take that little one right there. And these are other lantana that I dug up. So I dug up lots of lantana, put it around the border here. So again, more lantana. Right now it kind of just looks pitiful because I just dug them up. Again, wrong time of year, but you know what? Whatever. And these are two others that I dug up. I left them a little bit larger. I love roses. I don't usually do a lot with roses because I have had to deal with rose rosette disease, but I got one rose here. Don't remember what kind it is, but it's yeah, it's fine so far. And I've got a couple of artemisia, and these are roses that were completely in the shade that I dug up and moved them to the sun. So again, these have just been dug up, moved to the sun area, but they are coming back really, really nicely right now. Another artemisia. And then this is the Peggy Martin Climber Rose. I got this from a fantastic garden center that I love greens. Anyway, that's what it is. I love these people. They're locally owned, which I love also. But anyway, I got this from them, and I've had a little bit of problem with black spot and some powdery mildew, which we have had some rain, so you really should try, especially in the humidity, not to have rose petals wet all the time. You need to like water them at the ground. But I did get a fungicide and put on them, so I'm treating that. In here I've got some Dusty Miller, this is one of the lantanas that didn't come all the way up, that's coming back, which is fine. I've got some rosemary in here, and some daylilies, some more dianthus. I have my really beautiful Japanese maple. This is a coral bark. I love Japanese maples, and it's my husband's favorite. So Japanese maples are. So that is something that I always like to do. And then I have a volunteer rough leaf dogwood. At least, yeah, this is definitely a rough leaf that came up. I have some Aquilegia that I bought at Lowe's on discount. Also a hydrangea I bought at Lowe's on discount, and this is very shady back here. And then I get everything I get out here from like estate sales, by the way. The wreath was from my dad's funeral, and again, more stuff from estate sales that I planted. A couple of more Japanese maples. This one's really pretty. I don't remember the type, but it has, if you want to see these leaves here, they are like a variegated white, and then they will turn like a pinkish color around the outside edges. So I totally love that. These are my puppies passed away. They were old. They passed away about 6 months after we moved in, both of them. They were sisters, so that is where we decided to lay them to rest at. And I have some hostas that I just got this year. Out here in this area is mostly shady, so I have hostas. I have more Aquilegia out here, some hydrangeas. Those are 2 new hydrangeas. Again, we're going to see how hydrangeas do here in North Texas. Yeah, we'll see. And I have more hydrangeas that were planted in the wrong place, so I dug them up, moved them. I have some Occidentalis back there. That's kind of a volunteer that just came up. More hydrangeas. I have begonias. I have some little marigolds in pots, and I have this wisteria that I got really small, and I started braiding the stem here. So we're going to see how that turned out over time. This is a star jasmine right here, so hopefully that will be beautiful on the trellis. And then I just have another rose back there that I planted. And here, I'll show you what the garden, like what it's supposed to look like when you walk through, because I really think that's pretty cool. So my vision is when you're walking through this garden, let's see, is that, there we go. So you're walking through the garden, you see the pathway. All the brick was very uneven, so I relayed all the brick, and I'll probably do boring videos live of me just relaying brick and stuff. So anyway, when you walk through the garden, this is kind of what you're seeing here. So I've got like lots of little things to look at, and when everything grows up, I do think it'll be really beautiful out here. And then I found this at Goodwill and redid it, so it's super cute, and it's done with outdoor paint that's UV resistant, and also has a clear coat on it. So when all this grows back up, it's going to be beautiful, guys. Anyway, I hope you liked the tour, at least this part of my garden, and stay tuned for the next video.